Hey guys, welcome back to Build by K. We're actually doing a carb swap today. We just got a Nibbi carb. It's not a Mikuni, it's not 100% name brand, but Nibbi carb. It's very similar, a little bit ish name brand. And when I've had these, they've been pretty good to me. But I decided to make a video to just show the installation of one. Just backstory. This is a Chinese 30 mil carb. It's big because I think stock is 26 on here. However, I got the bike with a 30 mil Chinese carb. It's not the best. The low end is kind of gone. Top end is great, but I kind of want the low and mid end. So I got a 24, downgrading the size, but it's a name brand, and the actual smaller size is going to help be better for the 140cc engine. So we're going to just install it real quick. I was making the video and cut out some point, but all I did was I started taking the bolt and nuts off of the carb and the intake boot right here. We're going to leave the elbow on, but we're just going to take this off. So we're going to remove our bolts. Now, congratulations, your carb is now off the bike. We can take overflow tube. The next thing you'll need to do is actually take the throttle off, because we're going to have to put the throttle cable on to the new carb. And this one we're just going to toss to the side. We're not throwing it away. It still works. I just was not having the best experience with this carb, so I'm gonna see what the best way. Okay, you know what, I have it right here. Now we're just gonna unscrew it. There we go. Nice and simple. Here we go. Now we got this off. The carb actually has gas in it. I did not drain it, so I'm just gonna put it right here in the towel. Yes, gas will spill. I recommend getting an oil pan or something. See, you won't run into that, but here it is. This is just the jet here and the jet needle and throttle slide and all this stuff. But we're gonna take it all off. So as you can see here, it's, what do you call it, the throttle cable is in there. This is always my favorite part of trying to get it out, which this one's a bigger carb, so it's a little easier. Sorry, I'm like trying to balance my phone at the same time and see. Yeah, here we go. Hold on one second. There we go. Come on, man. See, this is annoying. There's probably better ways, but I mean, there we go. We're gonna pop this up. Oh, actually, what is the best way to get this? Yep. All the way through up here. Through here. This is now out. I'm just gonna let this go. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, this was a little awkward and funky, so we're gonna take this all off. And now we just have right here the throttle cable, so. Okay, actually this thing is being annoying. Oh shit. Oh well. Now we have our throttle cable just chilling right there. We can take this old gasket off. Wow, it's actually on pretty good. The previous owner looks like they actually, wow, this guy's like super glued that shit on there. Hold on. Don't hate, but holy cow. This is, there we go. Oh my gosh. Actually, it wasn't even glued on. That's what I was thinking. Here's the gasket. We'll take that off. That's on a different way, but I mean, if it worked, it worked. The carb seemed to work okay-ish, but wasn't 100%. So, moment of truth. This is literally bought from Amazon. Does it line up? Sure does. It looks like it lines up. That's good. So, we're going to, out of the whole Nibbi kit right here, yes, you get an air filter. You get a fuel filter, but I already have a fuel filter on it. You actually get extra jets, in case you ever want to use them. But this is what we're going to go for right now. We're just going to use the gasket here, and we have just other new bolts, which I don't feel like reusing the old ones. I'm going to use new ones just to be on the safe side. So we're going to take these out, Toss that to the side. So here's all this right here. So yes, it actually fits right up to this elbow, which is perfect. So we're gonna do that. Actually, I'm just gonna put the bolts in the elbow. I'm not gonna bolt them down. We're just gonna keep them in place for now. There we go. Yeah, that fits up perfectly. That's good then. So for this carb, we're actually going to, like changing any motorcycle or SSR carb, we're gonna pop the cap off here. Yep, we're gonna hit spring. Now for this gasket here, make sure this stays in here. Don't lose the gasket. Your bike will run like shit. It'll lean the fuck out, and you're gonna be questioning what the hell I got on your carb. Just make sure that gasket is in there. That is a big thing I've learned in my experience with dirt bikes and carburetors. And you're just like, what the heck is going on? So we pop this out. This is a nice, fairly nice and shiny one. Yes, we have another gasket in there for the spring to rest on. So from here, we're gonna put the carb on a while. So, or not the carb, we're gonna put the throttle cable on. So, throttle cable here. GoPro would work very nice right now. We'll put this through. Voila. Get that on. You can move that up all the way so you're using the full potential of it. Here's the fun part. We put the spring on over this. After the spring, just make sure not to get it tangled up in there. Once you put the spring in there, see, this is why this gets annoying. Or at least I'm trying to record and do it. It's not the easiest. Now with this, we're going to pop the cable. I'll try and point the camera right here. So we're going to put the cable right in this hole right here. Alright, we're going to make sure that, as you can see, we kind of screwed up here. Make sure this thing is, actually, yeah, the white or clear gasket, or the heck you want to call it. Put that one between. Now for this, we're going to pop this right in the middle slot here, in this hole. Now here, look here. The spring is pushed on the gasket here. This is all pretty steady. It's not moving or anything. And now from here, we just screw the carb in a while. So make sure to line up your slanted side where the idle screw is. Line it up. I have to twist it around a couple times. The gasket in there is still good. So now we screw this on, and don't cross thread because that's going to be a, there we go. Can't phone falling. Don't cross thread because that's going to be a pain in the ass. People who want to hate on the video because there's no editing out, go for it. I really don't care. I really just don't want to edit and like make a whole goofy little video out of it. I'm just showing what I'm experiencing. I don't want to cut out anything to make it seem easier or harder. So just take it easy on me, man. I'm just trying to keep it honest right now. So now we're going to pop the carb on here. And now nothing's holding it, but we need to put our nuts on. I said nuts. So I'm just going to screw it in a little bit just to get an initial startup. And it can just hold the bolts in place, or the carb in place at least. And also don't cross thread them either, because that's going to be a whole pain in the butt, and you're going to be wondering why your bike's not running right. So we're going to put this on the other side. Again, that was horrible. We're just going to put the phone. See, now we're going to just put the phone right here. It's not the best view, but that's such a weird angles. Put this right here. There we go. It's It's on a little bit. I know you can't see, but there you go. It's on a little bit now. Just taking the puddle. So it's pretty much the same thing. It's going to be a 8 and a 10. So we're going to screw them on. I'm going to try and screw them on as evenly as possible, because if you screw on one side all the way, that's not going to, I don't want it to push down on one side and then it's going to, I don't know, be screwed on unevenly, and then we might have vacuum air leaks, and that'll get me questioning, like, why the hell does this not work then? So yeah, just a little tight there. And then this side. Do the exact same thing. I'm gonna put the 10 in this. And we'll tighten down with the 8. All right, now they're both a little tight. I'm going to just slowly tighten them all together now. Make sure not to over tighten them, because if you actually do that, you'll actually crush the gasket, and then you'll actually create more weird vacuum or uneven, I guess, surface. It's going to not cover the correct surface area and shit, so. And yes, you can. There are other videos of putting carbs on. This is all very similar. This is very similar concept to Chinese carbs, but we're just doing a Nibbi on this one, so not exactly much different. So here we go. The whole carbs on. It looks fairly even. The only last thing I really got to do, we're gonna put the fuel line on real quick. Put a little clamp. Now, I did not adjust the air fuel. I did not adjust the idle, so this is a total hit or miss right now. We're going to just throw the filter on. This is straight out of the box, no tuning whatsoever. So we're going to then turn the fuel on. Now this carb will fill up. And now we're just going to give it maybe a minute or two so the fuel could set in. But this carb is pretty much ready to go. Like, we can. There we go. You hear the throttle? That's good. Your choke is up here on the Nibbi carb. We're just gonna pop that on, and I'm gonna throw on some shoes because I don't feel like kicking with slides on right now. Because I'll just throw on my boot or something. See what happens. Actually, we'll just do this right here. But we're gonna let this settle in, and we're gonna see what the result is now. Alright, let me find a good spot for the camera to rest, or my phone. This is gonna be a first startup with the Nibbi carb. No tuning, just freshly put it on. So we have all this right here. We're gonna see what happens. Alright, now we're gonna test it out and see what happens, guys. Full choke. That. See what happens. First kick! Brand new car, first kick. That's what I like to hear. The other car would never do this, even on choke. So now we're gonna unchoke it and see what happens. It might bog out or it might die out, because I have no idea. This is a cold start, so we'll see what happens. Alright, we need to do a little bit of adjusting. But I'm surprised. Maybe we'll adjust the auto screw a little bit. Here, we'll put it on full choke again and see what happens. Oh yeah, no choke at all. That's amazing. I mean, I'm gonna let it warm up before I even rev it, but holy cow. I'm impressed. It compared to that Chinese carb right there, would never start up on the first kick. But this one, oh yeah, we're doing good. We'll just do a little rev. I'm not going to rev it out. Oh wow, damn. Yeah, the other one would die out half the time. Holy cow, okay. Alright, I'm impressed. That's a Nibbi carb, 24 mil on an SSR 140, guys. Thanks for watching the video, and that was literally just real life, no editing, just seeing how it would go. But awesome, there we go. Stay tuned, like and subscribe, everyone.